Hi, I'm Joe Serafini. I play Seb on High School Musical, the musical, the series, and this is Young Entertainment Magazine.
Are you having a good day so far?
Yeah, we just got back from vacation last night, so I feel like I'm just like hitting the ground running, getting back into work today.
That's like the best feeling coming back from like having the best time ever, but also being ready to work because I'm sure you love what you do because you have the best job ever.
Yeah, it's good. It's very nice.
That's amazing. Where'd you go?
We went to Hawaii
Oh, I
for
love
Frankie's
Hawaii.
birthday.
Oh my gosh, stop. How fun.
It was really fun, yeah.
What island did you go to?
We went to Honolulu. No, I don't know what island that is, but we were in Waikiki Beach.
Yes. Okay. So Oahu, I think.
Oahu. I think so.
I think.
I'm
Yay. I'm
a
so
Hawaii expert.
No, that's okay. I love it. I'm obsessed with Hawaii. I'm so glad you got to go. That is so fun. Well, thanks again for joining us. We're going to jump right in. How would you describe your role in season 3? Fans have been asking since they're so excited to see you. How many episodes have you been in, or will you be in?
I am in one episode in the season 3, but it's a really fun one, so I'm really excited for people to see it.
Yay. And is it okay to ask? And if you can't share, that's all right. Let me know. But why you are only in one episode? Because we all want to see you in like every episode, duh.
Well, thank you. Honestly, I think just for longevity of a show, they have to shake things up and keep fresh faces coming in and out of the show. And I think it was just time for Seb to stay at the farm for a season and just get to have a fun visit. And hopefully we'll see more of him next season.
Amazing. And that leads me to my next question. So the storyline in the script, we want to know, where is Seb while everyone's at camp? So you say a farm?
Yeah, Seb's a farm boy. He works on his family's farm. He's milking his cows. He's keeping everything running in order on his family's farm in the summer. He cannot go to camp.
He has to help on the farm. I love that. Okay, so then I have to ask, you in your life personally, are you a farm boy? Do you have experience on a real life farm?
No, I mean, actually, my aunt had a farm when I was growing up, and actually, I think she still lives on a farm, but I haven't been there since I was a little kid. So, personally, no, I've never like milked a cow or anything like that. But I love animals.
Same, same. And I've never milked a cow either. So I gotcha. I gotcha. How fun. And then, am I correct in saying you will be a regular on season 4?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. TBD. We're excited to find out. We're so excited. Okay, amazing. So we feel like Seb would have been like a warm blanket for Carlos this year while being at summer camp. And Seb would probably thrive at camp, especially with the environment that he was brought up in. So what's it like for Seb knowing that Carlos is going to go through this camp experience and you're not going to be a part of it?
I'm sure Seb was very bummed, and just definitely a case of the FOMO. But I think he knows that they're only going to be gone for a couple weeks, and as I said, he's going to visit and have such a good time visiting his besties at camp. And they'll be back soon, and they'll all be reunited. It'll be great.
Yay! Oh my gosh, we can't wait. Amazing. So, what are some things, if anything, that you and Frankie do before the camera starts rolling to help you get into your character?
Oh my gosh. I guess we really do get like in the zone. Like I feel like we get quiet and we just sort of like, we feel like Seb and Carlos in that moment and not really Frankie and Joe. But yeah, I mean, you just sort of, I feel like getting into costume and hair and makeup really like gets you into your character in a way that's different than yourself, because it's not what I'm wearing. Although this is very much like a Seb shirt.
Yeah, you showed up today in character, ready to roll. I love it.
Yeah.
That's so fun. So speaking of hair and makeup, when you go to set every day, how long are you in the hair and makeup chair for? What is that like for you?
Oh, I love it. When I first rolled up to set for the first time ever, like the fact that I was gonna get my hair and makeup done every day, I was so like excited, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so glamorous. But no, I'm only in the chair for like probably like 15 minutes tops. Like they do not need to do much because, I take good care of my skin. No.
Because you're flawless. That is so fun. I love it. I bet it just feels like the star treatment, the VIP treatment.
Yeah, very fun.
That is awesome. Okay, so speaking of you and Frankie, how are your characters different from you in real life?
I guess Seb and Carlos are just more, I feel like innocent in a way. Like they're a little more like finding their footing of being in a relationship for the first time, whereas like Frankie and I are just older, and we've honestly been together longer than Seb and Carlos at this point because of the way timelines work out. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're similar to us in many ways, both being theater kids, but they're just younger.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. And I'm a theater kid too. I grew up doing theater, so I can definitely relate. Love it so much. And I feel like it's a special breed of people. Like if you're a theater kid, you're a little different, and it's like a community. Like it doesn't matter where you go, you spot another theater kid, you're like, hey, I see you.
Yes, totally. 100%.
That's so fun. So even though we don't get to see too much of Seb this season, how do you feel that Seb has grown from last season?
I guess he's just comfortable to do his thing and stay back and kind of like do his own thing in the summer. And he trusts that his friends are going to be there for him whenever they return, and he'll get to go and support them in whatever way he can. I think that's huge. He's not really giving any type of drama, really. He's just happy to be there. He's happy to be a part of the group.
Yeah, I love that. That's awesome. So what is one thing that you hope people will take away from Seb in season 3 that fans will also look forward to seeing more of in season 4?
I guess just the joy and like the happiness and the joy of making music with your friends and supporting your friends and going and showing up for them in a really big way. Yeah, and just supporting each other. I think that's such a strong thing that Seb brings.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I love that. And that's such like an important lesson too for us, like to all be reminded of in a time where we were like separated for a couple years, and sometimes it could be weird, like acclimating and remembering like supporting each other is the best thing that we can do. So totally. I love that. So in the quinceanera episode, Seblos had a history making Kiss for Disney, with many teens and young adults feeling represented on screen for the first time. So what does that mean to you personally? And what kind of responsibility do you feel in telling the story?
It was so special. First of all, that whole episode was just such a treat. Getting to do the climb, and then like just having that moment where Seb sort of tells Carlos how Carlos being so proud to be himself makes Seb proud to be himself. And I think that's like such a important and like true part of like the LGBTQ plus experience of like growing up and seeing other people live out loud in such a way that like inspires you to live your truth and your most authentic self. But yeah, making history with that same-sex kiss, I was like so awesome. And yeah, I mean, I just think it does mean a lot. As like growing up, I was always looking for, people that made me feel less alone. And so getting to be that now for other people and to hear that from other people, it's been really special. And like, it's never lost on me how impactful that is and how honored I am to play that part for those people.
Yeah, I love that. Oh, thank you for sharing. That's really cool. So what has been your personal favorite High School Musical, the musical, the series, behind the scene moment so far?
This past season when I was there, we all like were learning TikTok dances and we were filming TikTok dances on breaks, and that was really fun. That was like something I feel like we didn't really get into until this past season. But yeah, that was really fun.
Yeah, I love seeing them too. I see those pop up so much. It seems like so many different casts on so many different shows are doing the TikTok dances together, and it's so fun. It's like the coolest thing. I love it. By the way, we're going to be posting a bunch of this interview on TikTok as well.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I know you just shared your little behind the scenes moment. Love that. Is there another favorite off-camera moment that you have with one of the cast members or a few of the cast members that was just like a special moment to you?
Oh, we actually, so when I got a new iPad, and it's special because it's bigger, so I can really read like sheet music off of it now when I play piano. And we actually had the whole cast over in this room actually, and we all just like sat around and like sang for each other. We did our own little cabaret, and I just loved it because Frankie was like, you know, we have all these like extremely talented vocalists on this show. Like we'd be crazy to not like appreciate each other's voices like in just like a fun way. And it was nothing like high stakes. Like no one was like dressed up or anything. We literally were like in our PJs, but like, you know, everyone sang their song, and like people did like trios and duets, and it was just so much fun. Like that is in essence, like I feel like what's so special about the show is like the group of people is so fun, so warm, so loving and supportive of each other, and just so talented. It's like really amazing.
Oh, that is so cool. And now everybody's going to be so jealous when they hear this. They weren't there in your apartment, part of this cabaret experience. That's so fun.
Yeah, just for ourselves.
What did you say?
I said it was like just for ourselves. It wasn't like nothing was filmed. It was just like we're just appreciating each other.
Yeah, and that's like truly too, like when you're a theater kid, if you grow up as a theater kid, that's like your everyday life almost. You are hanging out with your friends. You are like, you know, almost putting on these productions in your house, like not even knowing it, just because that's like who you are. It just like flows out of you. And so that is so fun. So, okay, one more HSM question. And then I do have a Green Room 42 question I want to ask. But what is one thing about the entire High School Musical, the series experience that you now know that you wish you knew before the series even aired back on November 12th, 2019?
What's one thing I wish I knew?
Yeah, or even something that was maybe even like life-changing about the experience that you could have never even like foreseen back on that date when it first aired.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I guess just how like life-changing an experience it would be. I mean, we knew it was going to be something because it was part of this High School Musical franchise, obviously, but to see how everyone has sort of like leapt from it, like in such a way with Olivia and Josh and Julia on Broadway, it's just been so amazing to see how, I don't know, everyone has just taken it and run with it in such a way. And it's inspiring to me for sure.
Yeah, oh, that's so cool. So speaking of people doing amazing things, you have a solo show coming out in the Green Room 42. Is that your first solo show?
Yeah, I've never done one before. I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh, that is so exciting. So what are you like looking forward to most about that experience?
Oh my gosh. Well, as I said, like just like making music with people is one of my favorite things to do. So I'm really just excited to be in a room with like a bunch of people that I love and like a band, and just like tell people stories about my life and just like share and making music. I think that is like almost like a love language to me. So I'm so excited.
That's so cool. So is it going to be originals, covers, a mix of both?
It is going to be all covers.
Okay.
But it's going to be a mixed bag of like Broadway tunes and radio hits, and yeah, it's gonna be really fun.
Oh my gosh, how fun. I'm so excited for you. Okay, amazing. So I do have some questions from Twitter fans and from Instagram fans as well. So we have someone from Reddit. Okay, so we have Twitter, Instagram, but we have a Reddit comment too from Dorothy Shoes 30 is her username. So she says, if Deb, oh my gosh, I'm reading backwards. If Seb went to camp, who do you think he will audition for in Frozen and why?
Ooh, if Seb went to camp, he'd probably audition for Elsa.
Ooh, I love it.
To be the blonde queen that, Sharpay was to Elsa. I think it's just the natural progression,
Oh, I love that little correlation. I love it. So now we have Twitter. Let's see. This is, look, I feel old. I'm like leaning into the screen to look at it.
I get it.
So Jamina says, we know you are a regular this season, but are you able to share a little bit more about your character this season, or do we have to wait because it's going to be a surprise when it airs on Disney Plus?
I actually don't know how much I can share. All I can say is Seb visits camp for an episode, and it's a really fun time.
Amazing. Okay, we're all on the edge of our seats now. Cannot wait. So in High School Musical, the series did an, I'm sorry, by the way, this is Instagram now, and this is from Kat. So, I think it's supposed to say if High School Musical, the series did another gender bend character in a musical, who would you play? Sorry, I think I read that backwards. Was that confusing?
Wait, in another musical or in
Okay, I think it's supposed to say if, not is. Okay, so if High School Musical, the series, did another gender bend character in a musical, who would you play?
Oh my goodness. Who would Seb play in another role in another musical? I don't know. That's such like a general question. Let's say I have no idea. Because it could be any musical. The options are endless.
Okay, how about this? If you could play any character in any musical ever, what would it be? And you can gender bend.
Oh my gosh. Okay. This is horrible. I can't think of anything. What's on Broadway right now?
I don't know, but I always think like Legally Blonde the musical. I feel like
I love it.
The most fun. I
love Legally Blonde the musical. How about Elle Woods in
There we go. I love it.
Okay.
That's perfect. Okay, if you could describe Seblos in one word for this season, what would that word be?
Seblos in one word for this season. That's 2 words. I'll just say happy. They're happy to be back together whenever they're together.
Oh, that's so nice. How sweet. Okay, so in season 2, episode 3, when Seb was doing the improv on the piano, did you make that up yourself? Was that true improv or was that rehearsed?
It was not me, unfortunately. Audio-wise, it would just have been impossible to actually do myself. But when I was practicing the scene at home, I was definitely trying to do my own version of it, just so I had a feel for what I was going to do.
That is so interesting. Okay, so you weren't actually playing?
I was not playing, no.
Okay, so
I'll put it in later.
That's pretty cool because I feel like a lot of young actors, they sometimes think like, oh, I would have to do X, Y, and Z in order to like get a certain role. So if I'm like reading this correctly, you don't always have to be able to do everything in that character description because editing creates some magic. Is that right?
Yeah.
That's so fun.
There's lots of movie magic like that.
How fun. Well, you haven't.
I will say on this show, everyone that like plays actually does like is able to play, I think, for the most part.
Yeah, that's so cool. How fun. Okay, so would you rather have a TV show written for you or play your dream role on Broadway?
Ooh, I'd rather do a TV show written for me. That just sounds like awesome. Like that's really fun.
Yes. I remember when I was like 10 years old, Hollister came out with this shirt and it said I should have my own TV show. And I went to Hollister and I bought that shirt. And I remember wearing it everywhere. And I was like, this is the coolest shirt ever. And I'm so sad I don't have it still. But that just reminded me of the shirt.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. Thank you so much, Joe, for hanging out with us. And we're going to post this on our site, but then also on TikTok and Instagram. Of course, we will tag you and everything. And we just appreciate your time. And we're so excited to watch you grow and your career flourish. And you're just unstoppable. There's no limit for you in this industry. So we're excited to watch you for decades to come.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Of course. Well, thanks, Joe. And we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Thank you. And be sure to subscribe to Young Entertainment Magazine.